What's good, my LiTTyENT? Welcome back to another lovely, beautiful, sexy, amazing video of the equally lovely, equally beautiful, equally sexy, and equally amazing LiTTyENT. I already know what time it is. Now let's go. Now guys, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Central CEE and Lil Baby collab that just came out a couple days ago. And boy, oh boy, do we have some stuff to discuss there. And we're going to break this down in way more detail. We already know what you got to do. You just got to like, comment, subscribe, drop a banger like this one. And hit that note because you're in the need. So you can be the first to know when one of these videos comes out. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, if you didn't already know, on Thursday, Central CEE and Lil Baby dropped their collab song called Band for Band. The song currently sits at #1 trending on YouTube with 7.5 million views in just 3 days and 6 million on Spotify already, so the numbers are quite insane. But I mean, it's Central CEE, so what do you really expect? Now, I will say that honestly, this is a collab that would have been way more impactful around 2 years ago, you know, when Lil Baby was actually relevant, no disrespect, but now it kind of looks like Central CEE is reviving people's interest in Lil Baby again, which is a bit of a brazen statement within itself considering the scale of those two artists. But I mean, the Lil Baby temperature checks have been quite cold of recent. Lil Baby of 2024 is not Lil Baby of 2021. But in terms of the actual song itself, I gotta say I'm a bit mixed on the song, to be honest. I think it's a cool song, you know, it's definitely one to get you like pumped up in the gym. It's got that right kind of energy, let's say. Central CEE hasn't really given us anything new in terms of the flow he's using, but as I've said before, it's working for him right now. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. He's not talking about anything new in this song either. I mean, how many songs has he got where he's calling out someone for being fake in regards to their religion? Central CEE's moving like a pastor right now. But I think the bit of the song that's not captivating me, and I hate to say it, but it's Lil Baby. He just seems so off form on this tune. Like, it sounds like he recorded his verse on a Bluetooth headset in Central CEE's basement and they were airdropping the vocals to the studio. Like, he just sounds so offbeat. And then to top it off, pause, when you compare Central CEE's clear, energetic vocal pattern on here to Lil Baby's auto-tune mumble rap voice, it sounds like two people who are on two different songs in a way. Like, half the time you can't even really hear what Lil Baby's even saying. Like, they even had to add subtitles to this video because they knew we wouldn't understand what he was talking about. I'm just saying. And I like Lil Baby, pause, so I hate that I'm having to critique him in this way, but when you give a bad verse, I just gotta say, this was a bad performance on this song, I'm not gonna lie. Sense probably would have been better off getting Da Baby instead of Lil Baby. He at least has a clear voice and would have been able to go back to back with Central CEE, and it would have made more sense, I think. Think about it, even when you're singing this song, like if you're just singing it on your way to work or something, the way your voice has to change so abruptly from Central CEE's to Lil Baby's, it's mind-boggling. I think there's even a video of a guy doing it, literally. I can find it and play it. If I find it, I'll put it in this video.
We could go band for band. Fuck that, we can go M for M. $250,000 for the Maybach truck. Double R with fat new ring.
See how foolish that sounds? It just don't sound right. But aside from that, I think the song is cool as like a warm-up song to get Central CEE back in the UK zeitgeist, you know, ready for him to potentially drop a debut album this summer. I think this is a good starting point, you know. It's got the right components for a song that can heat Central CEE up. Not that he really needs heating up, he's always got heat on the street. But this combined with the CC freestyle that he dropped a couple weeks ago, it's like he's building up that momentum, ready to drop something big, we hope. Pause. I can't say at the moment if this is a song I'll be playing on repeat, but, you know, let's give it some time. Maybe it'll grow on me and we'll see. But for right now, it's one of those tunes where if it comes up on Spotify, you know, when Spotify just gives you some random songs in the recommended for you, if it comes on, I'll probably let it run. But am I typing in band for band on Spotify search bar? I don't know. However, I do want to point out how remarkable the Sench moves have been ever since he signed this label deal. You know, he's been out here with Drake, he's been on J. Cole's album, he's collaborated with the Kid Laroi, and now he's collaborated with Lil Baby. Which again, as I mentioned, would have been way more impactful if it was 2021 Lil Baby and not 2024 Lil Baby, but beggars can't be choosers, you know what I mean? Either way, Central CEE is putting the necessary moves in place to bridge the gap between the UK and US music, and so far, I can't say that he's put a foot wrong in that process. But I do think that the real test now for him will be to drop an actual album, you know, like a fully fledged, no mixtape. We don't want no more mixtapes. We want a Central C album now. And this album, in order for me to confidently say that he's bridging the gap, it's gonna have to debut within the Billboard 200 albums chart. Like, that's what we should be aiming for when we're signed to an American label. If you're signed to an American label and you're not debuting in the top two, in the 200, like, this is what they just wasted money, basically. And of course, I'm not saying he has to go top 10, because that's probably too ambitious for a UK artist. However, in fact, maybe not even top 20, but I think at least top 40, I'd say. I'd say if he gets a top 40 album, then that's a clear indication that people in the US and subsequently people all over the world are starting to gravitate more to the concept of UK rap as a genre, and he can actively work to start building those bridges. You know, we should then start to see more UK-US collabs, you know, ones where artists actually put in an effort and don't just give you some trash verse like that Offset song with D Block Europe, like, or that whole album. Actually, it was just a lot of like basic verses from American artists that just got paid by some label and they just gave you just a little something. Like, we don't want that. We want proper, fully fledged, where they're both in the studio together and they're both putting in work. Pause. But you know, we'll have to wait and see if that actually comes into fruition. Time will reveal all. But in the words of Heady One,
it's a bit of a sticky one still.
But let me know if you think about this in the comment section down below. What do you think about this new Central C Lil Baby collab? What do you think about the Central C US takeover? Do you think it's accurate or not? Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. On the road to 2,000 subs. You know what time it is. We're literally like 20 subs away from 2,000 subs. So guys, just hit that button, man. I'm trying to hit 2k. You can follow my personal IG at the LiTTyENT if you care about what I do and not making these bangers for you. I post updates on Twitter as well, so you might as well follow me on there, because what else are you doing for your life? Absolutely nothing, mate. I bet. Peace.
Well, you ain't know I could sing.